I hype me up, I gas me up, I hype me up, I gas me up, I hype me up, I gas me up. Take up space, sis. Got my room with this. Take up space, sis.
Good morning. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. I'm trying to get time for people to come in because I know I came on earlier than expected. So good morning. Good morning. I came on a little bit earlier today because y'all know that Tuesdays are my meeting days at work. And a lot went on yesterday, and I just hate rushing sometimes. I just hate having to rush. um, I hate having to hurry up and get my thoughts out. I do want to drop the link today. So I did come on earlier than I usually come on. So good morning. So far, Linda Gamble. Good morning. Thank you for being here. I know I just did the I just did my StreamYard link, so just really letting people come on in. Good morning, Linda. Good morning, Monique. Good morning, Reese's Pieces. Good morning. Good to see you all. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Again, I'm coming on a little bit earlier just due to the fact that, I have my meetings on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and so much went on yesterday, and I don't want to get in a good conversation and have to stop. Did any of you catch Shenita's live? I was in Shenita's live last night. Y'all, it went long, so I am tired. Good morning, sound checking that. It went on to like midnight, maybe. I think Shenita started at maybe. Good morning, LaDawn. It started at like 9:30. She started promptly at 9:30, and then it went on to until about midnight, I want to say. You saw me on the live, Monique. Yes, I was in that thing. Y'all, I was trying to I'm one of those people, like, if I'm in a chat or something, y'all gonna know I'm in the chat because I am gonna talk. And I was trying to add some people, and for some reason I could not add anybody. And I said, look at God trying to stop me from popping off. Look at God trying to stop me from cussing these people out. Because I couldn't add nobody. Every time I tried to type in somebody's name, it was like, you cannot mention this person or something. So I was like, you know what? They don't want this good lashing that I'm trying to give them. Sound checking that said I'm still sleepy. Sound checking that I am tired. You can probably hear it in my voice. I am still tired. But again, I wanted to go ahead and come on because I don't want to I don't want to rush. I know everybody used to me coming on at 10 o'clock, but I don't want to rush through because I do have a meeting at work that I have to be prompt for this time. Y'all was fooling. We was acting a fool in that chat, child. Because why do the trolls come everywhere? Why do the trolls, like, literally, they literally have to come everywhere, y'all. They have to come everywhere, and it's a shame. And I'm sick of them. I'm tired of them. Linda Gamble, you were on that live. I probably don't know your IG name, Linda Gamble. But yeah, Toot Latrice was there. Who else did I see that I'm used to seeing over here? I saw Braylon in the chat. Who else was it? We were deep off in that thing because she had like 1,000. She got up to like 1,000 and something people at one point. And I thought Shenita did a very great job. A very great job. LaDawn, you were in there too. Did I see LaDawn? Y'all, I'm so tired. I can't remember who I saw, who I didn't see, for real. Sunny was all up and through. Baby, listen, Monique. Sunny was all up in that thing. Do you hear me? Sunny was in there, okay? Yes, ma'am. Sunny was in there. Let's see what y'all are saying. LaDon said she was there. Yes, we was in there deep. Okay, we were in there deep. GGB, good morning, good morning, good morning. Um, so I'm still trying to wait because, like I said, I'm trying to give it at least 10 minutes. I am coming on early. People may not have gotten their notifications. I didn't let anybody know that I would be coming on 30 minutes earlier than I usually come on. So before I get into it, I'm trying to give it a little time. So did y'all enjoy the live? I need to go to her live and get some of those links that she was sharing so that I could repost them today. Because I think she did a great job of also promoting her businesses. I'm just looking at some of the hot topics. I think she did a great job of promoting her businesses. Shenita ate the girls up. She absolutely did. Sunny had a live this morning. Y'all, I'm tired, Linda. I couldn't get up this morning. What was Sunny talking about this morning, Linda? I did not see her live. Let me see if she put it on her page. I did not see Sunny's live this morning. I did see the things that she was commenting in the chat. I did see where she was like, she now has anxiety. I have told y'all from day one. I know a lot of people had strong feelings about Sunny from day one. I promise y'all, I feel like I was the first person on YouTube windmilling for Sunny. I probably wasn't, but that's just how I feel. I feel like everybody was on the Moses and Sunny hate train, and I never understood it. I never understood it. I never understood it at the podcast. I didn't understand any of it. I used to feel like I used to be windmilling for them by myself. And, now after the Queen Sheba interview, it's kind of more popular to be on Sunny's side. But I used to windmill for them. I used to feel like I was all on an island by myself, child. But I just never understood it. I never understood. I mean, I got that, they were co-workers and things, but the same thing Shenita has said, I've said on my page several times. I've told y'all, when I break up with somebody, we broke up. We're forever broken. Like we're broken up. I don't care. You have to move on with your life. I don't care. If you move on with somebody I know, I don't control people's lives. I don't care. I mean, they got to move on with somebody, as long as it ain't a sister or a cousin or, a close relative, and it's not a solidified friendship. Like, people, y'all got to know co-workers from work. Shenita made a great point. You can deal with a coworker. Y'all can go out to eat every day. Y'all can hang while y'all working. Quit that job and see how far y'all relationship gonna go. And I've had that happen so many times over the years. Had a coworker that I got along with while I was working my job. And as soon as I quit that job, y'all, the relationship was over. And Sunny's job was to get to know her on a level for the show. Like, I didn't get how people didn't understand that. But again, that was just me. LaDon said, Dr. Shenita is my friend in my head, baby. Dr. Shenita is all of our friends, okay? Dr. Shenita is a girl's girl. And I just love the way that she was able to articulate herself. I love the way that she was able to put the whole story together from the beginning to the end. And I love the way how she was able to defend herself without being nasty, without being malicious. And I do want to talk about Messy Monday again. Y'all, I came on last night. Y'all, I was disgusted. I can't shake it. I cannot shake it. I was disgusted. BCU, dear Yvette, good morning. If I haven't said good morning to you all. Messy Mondays, I was really disgusted, you all. I was just disgusted. I think, people in the chat last night, I went live last night. I couldn't even gather my thoughts. People in the chat were telling me, they were pointing out, the shade that she threw to Carlos. But the way they attacked, hey, Renita, the way that they attacked Shenita, I always tell y'all, for those of you that have been following me since I started, I tell y'all all the time, looks are subjective. Now, I get on here and joke and play a lot, but you never hear me say she ugly as hell. I don't do that type of stuff. And the reason I don't, because looks are subjective. everybody is, who am I to be calling somebody ugly? You know what I mean? Who am I to determine what features on somebody? You know, I just don't, that's not my thing. That's all I'm just leave. It's just not my thing, you know, to determine who, you know, who am I so high up where I can break down people's features and make them feel bad about features that they can't control. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have never been that girl. I tell y'all all the time, I hate it when people were coming for Sunny's forehead because, okay, she has a big forehead. She's still beautiful. That's just never been my thing. The way that they came for Shenita, I just did not like it. The way that Heavenly came for Shenita, and anybody to me that uses that has to get lap band or lipo or take shots or get BBLs, you had to alter your look to feel more confident. You know what I'm saying? So how are you going to go for somebody's look when you had to alter your look to feel better about yourself? So I just can't get with it. All her points were the truth. Absolutely, LaDawn. All her points were the truth. Dr. Heavenly Karma is coming. Now, you just sat up there talking about you didn't want to tear down families, you wanted to rebrand and all of this, only for you to get back on that show. And y'all, I was disgusted. I was disgusted by Messy Mondays. I don't care what shot she took at Carlos. I was disgusted. And I'm gonna break it down. Like I said, I'm really trying. I'm giving about 5 more minutes, and we're gonna get into it because I'm trying to let people come in. I wanted to get started a little bit earlier today, so we won't rush. But I was thoroughly disgusted by Messy Monday. You know, that's the best way I can put it. Make sure you all are hitting the like button. Let me see where we are with the likes. Let me check my likes. See what we got going on here. It's 22 of you in here. Should be 22 likes. Let's see what we got going on. Let's see. Okay, 22 watching. How many likes I got? I still can't. Let me click on here and see if it'll show me the likes without messing up my audio. Okay, 22 watching. How many likes I got? I still can't. Let me click on here. I got 14. Okay, Linda Gamble said I have 14. Come on, y'all. We can do better than this. We can get it up to 22. Hey, Braylon. Hey, Tutu. Let me go back up. Linda Gamble says Carlos King, karma is coming. Carlos King is a nasty piece of work, y'all. Carlos King is a nasty piece of work. And I'm going to play audio from Show Styles and Spirit because, like I said, I was up so late, I didn't get a chance to get my sound bites. And let me do my, because I forget to do this every day. I do have my banner going at the bottom, but let me read the Copyright Act. Everything that's said on this channel is in my opinion and alleged, and those that come up on the panel, you know, is in their opinions and alleged information. Okay. The copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Copyright disclaimer under 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976 is allowance made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing on nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in the favor of fair use. Okay, so that is my disclaimer. YouTube, don't act like y'all don't hear me because y'all hear me, YouTube. Okay, so let's get started. We're about 9:45 almost. Let me read these comments. But in the case Dr. Shenita is beautiful. She's absolutely beautiful. She's tall, she's beautiful, and she has a beautiful spirit. Hit the like button, guys, including those in the bushes, please. And thank you so much, Linda. I appreciate you. Y'all be trying to give out my wrenches, and I don't know how. This ticks me off. My toot popped up. It was very distasteful, and I did not like the Monday Clown Show. It was very distasteful. It was disgusting, actually. Yes, Heavenly is a mess. Monique said Heavenly is a mess. Hey, everybody. That was an epic live. She did what needed to be done. Sometimes you just got to say what needs to be said. Having been there many times before, I understand Mrs. Foster's energy. Absolutely, Braylon. I think she did an amazing job. And thank you for joining, Braylon. I saw you in the chat last night. I was caught up in the chat when I replayed it. I was so disappointed. I was disgusted. I'm still disgusted, y'all. I can't even shake it. I'm disgusted. You can't tell me it's about my big forehead. That's right, LaDawn. Like, look at my picture up here, y'all. My forehead is not the smallest. Like, I'm usually covering my forehead, but it's not the smallest. And so what? I don't have a small nose. I don't, people's features are their features. Like, I tell y'all all the time, looks are subjective. Don't nobody, and I don't really call people ugly because sometimes people just ain't got money. Some of the people that think look better, they just got money to fix themselves up, or, looks are subjective. And a person that has sat on the table and had surgery, the audacity to speak on somebody, when you weren't that confident in your looks, apparently. When CK with CK, the same thing that makes you laugh will make you cry. I can't wait till that demon spawn from Hades go down. I cannot wait for the day. And I hate to wish on somebody's downfall, but Carlos King is a demon from the pits, from the absolute pits of Hades. Okay. Let me pull this up. Let me pull up Show Styles and Spirits page so we can get into this audio. Just bear with me. And to anybody in the audience, I'm going to drop my link in a little bit if y'all want to come up and give a synopsis. I'm going to try to give a synopsis, y'all, but again, I'm sleepy. I might miss some points. In the case I miss some points, feel free to feel free to chime in and give the people that may not have, most of us was in the chat, but give the people that may not have been there a chance to understand what happened. Okay, and hey, Edgar 21 Messy Mondays was not that bad to me. I'm gonna play some audio and we're gonna talk about it. I thought it was real messy. Please hit the like button for your girl. Thank you. I appreciate it. Good morning, Patrice. Good morning. Good morning. Y'all are saying good morning. Let me try to get down 20 likes and 29 in the chat. Can we get the likes up, please? Thank you. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. If you could just please hit the like button for me. Hey, Ro. Good morning. Good morning, Ro Reacts. Patrice says, man, did you see Destiny's forehead? Oh, did y'all see Destiny in that blonde? Everybody always talk about how pretty Destiny is, and Destiny again, nothing's wrong with her looks. But baby, the blonde hair and the eyeshadow, the green under eye and the lip gloss, it was way too much. It was not giving whatever. It was not giving her. Okay. It was not giving I'm her. Thank you, Renita. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Courtney, you are beautiful. Thank you. I'm all right. That's why I'm all right on a good day. You are not tuned into the low key disrespectful of Elaine, and I'm just joking. Then you were a tad bit apathetic. Exactly. Good morning, it's T. Good morning. Yes, I came on early because I wanted to get some things off my chest, but y'all trickling in here slowly but surely. But I guess, of course, it's because I came on earlier than I normally do. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Let me drop this link and I'm going to play this audio for you all. And this audio is from Show Styles and Spirit. So it's a little low, you guys. So put a 1 in the chat and let me know if you can hear the audio when I begin to play it. Okay. Again, it's a little low. So, let me know if you can hear. Let me make sure my volume is turned all the way up, and it is.
I know Shenita, tonight with Dr. Shenita were in my comment. He let the cat out the bag that
y'all can hear Show Styles and Spirit, but
I don't know if y'all used to watch Mariah Huck's Facebook and Instagram go live after an episode of a show that she was on to air. When I tell you her mom, but I don't do that because I don't want to body shame. I don't think that's cool at all. But she had the nerve to do that to Dr. Shenita. So let's get into it. This soundbite, they're going to segue from Dr. Heavenly Body Shape.
Okay, y'all, put the 1 in the chat when it begins with Carlos and Heavenly, because that's when the audio gets a bit low. So let me know once it starts with Carlos and Heavenly, put a 1 in the chat if you all can hear it.
Her to, her insisting that Melody gave Dr. Shenita the rundown on everyone. And that's why she came so hard at Tisha in this most recent episode.
Used to be on a reality show called Football Wives. I know I recognized her. I remember I saw her before, yeah. Yeah, and she does a lot of philanthropy philanthropy in Africa and in the States, and she hangs out with some of the socialites in reality television. So that's why you guys may have seen her before. Shenita, who I know Shenita, from back in the day. Shenita has a huge personality. Shenita used to be married to a football player, but they're now divorced. So currently, Shenita is single. She's not married. Okay. I think Martella hit. I'm just saying, like if y'all looking for another cast member, Martell will hit it. I think he like climbing bitches.
Why would you say Melody's friend, Melody's real friend that she brought to the show, why would the first thing out your mouth would be, I think Martell would hit? That was very distasteful. It's not funny. Where's the joke in that? Am I missing the joke? Because where's the joke in saying Martell hit and that's Melody's real friend that she brought to the show? Why would you even reduce that lady to that type of joke? It's not funny. That was disrespect, number one. Hey, Tawana, what's up, my good sis? Hey, Love Key. Hey, Regina B. If I missed anybody, let me go up. Make sure I haven't missed. Hey, Valerie. I think I got everybody that I've missed. Make sure everybody hits the like button. Let me continue.
Show permanently because Shenita brings it, okay? Shenita just be talking. She great for reality TV, right? She said, watch her. All the little girl said was, you know what, I can get along with everybody. You know, if I don't like them, I don't have to, you know what I'm saying? I can be cool. Watch her. Because she done said, y'all, she might not like none of y'all motherfuckers at the table. Look, the girl didn't say that. The girl used to get I'm an adult and I can get along with people even if I'm not, they're not my favorite. Shenita took that and ran with it. That's how you do on reality TV. I like Shenita. She's so pretty. I like Shenita. Shenita my girl. No, Shenita's cool. I like Shenita a lot. She's cool. The thing is that Shenita has always had that personality. So I want the world to know, and this is me talking to you real heavily, that is who she's always been. She has a big personality. Now, let's have a real conversation. Shenita also has never saw a camera that she didn't like, right? So, listen, when opportunity, what's it called, heavily?
Okay, this is where it begins for me when I feel like Carlos is starting to. Carlos was very toxic on this episode. At this point, this is when I was in the chat. Those of you that was in the chat said, bring Marquez back on to shut his ass up. Bring Marquez back on to shut Carlos' ass up. This is the part where Carlos starts to, and this is why I think Carlos needs to remove himself from reviewing this show, because he starts to put his very biased opinion on this commentary. Okay, so this is where it begins.
When this opportunity, I think I got it right. I could have put to that. Shenita knew what time it was and said, I'm taking this opportunity and I'm running with it. But man, you think Melody knew it. Melody knew who she was when she brought her there. You know, everything Shenita has said, obviously, one or two things may have happened. Either she is a fan of the show and she has watched every single episode, or because she's Mel's friend, they may have had some private conversation. Because the latter. It's not the former, it's the latter. It's the latter. Shenita was very opinionated when it came to Tisha.
That's that bull.
I thought it was so interesting that she singled Tisha out in the way she was giving it to her. Not just once, but twice. Like the whole thing about the thing that Shenita did that gave me pause was the fact that she's in the middle of eating her dinner with her dinner fork. And Tisha sitting across from her, she whispered loudly to Melody in front of Tisha, saying, watch her, pointing the fork in Tisha's direction. As if he wanted to get a reaction out of Tisha. She was waiting on Tisha at the door. My own thing is she was waiting on Tisha to say any fucking thing. That's how they do it. You know what I'm saying? This was her job and she came to do it. She came in for Melody, right? And she said, Melody, who you fuck with and who you don't. Similar to how Jocelyn came on our show and we
Okay, so at this point, that is what I'm telling you. Carlos is making Tisha the forever victim. Her and Tisha and Destiny will be forever victims. And then he's leading it into Shenita. Like, Shenita has never seen a camera that she doesn't like. Melody, either two things either happen. Either Melody told her about Tisha, or like this, like, don't y'all know they never got into how they not in a long conversation. They never got into how ridiculous these 40 and 50-year-old women acted about beds. They never talked about their piss poor ass behavior. They basically leaned in on the fact that Shenita was coached by Mel to come on this show and attack Tisha, and Tisha didn't do anything to warrant the attack. Melody had to have, talk to her and train her. And Carlos, being an executive producer, being the head of this show, he's always leading a campaign to go against Melody. Whether he says, I don't like this woman or not, you have to pay attention to how someone speaks. You have to pay attention to how they lead the conversation. He's always leading the conversation in a manner to look as if Mel is the villain and everybody else that she has an altercation with is the victim. Okay? He never spoke about how he didn't make anybody look bad. Mel invited Sonny, but nobody talked about it. It was okay. Destiny couldn't come the first day as a child. It never is anybody else's fault for doing, they thought they was going to come on this trip on a menace to society, being menaces together. He never paints the picture. The picture is always painted to make Melody look like she's this mean girl picking on these people, and she specifically brought this friend that has already been on a reality TV show that loves a camera to go after Tisha. And I cannot respect that. Carlos needs to remove himself from talking about this show because he cannot give an unbiased opinion. No, I said this last night. No, I don't give an unbiased opinion because I know where my allegiance is, but I'm not hiding my allegiance, and I'm not of a show that I should not be that invested in personally because I am the EP. I run the production company that does this show. So yes, his opinion should be very much unbiased. And he's also creating a hostile work environment. And I think this shows that. I think Heavenly's comments were very disgusting and distasteful. When you come for somebody, making them feel like because they're tall or, weigh this or don't look like that it's a standard. Who are you to discuss the standard of beauty? Who are you, Heavenly, when you're still taking shots to this day to control your weight? You're not the most confident person either. Okay. And, Heavenly's not an ugly person on the outside to me, but she's very ugly on the inside. You were just crying a couple of weeks ago when Carlos lit into your ass about comments you made about bad editing when he didn't like your comments. And then you went on this live rant. And then now you're back on the bullshit and you're trying to tear down people that you don't know for what reason? What do you get out of tearing down somebody when Shenita did nothing? Shenita was not malicious on our screens. What she said to Tisha was not malicious. It was, to me, it wasn't targeting. She was observant. If I'm sitting at a table with women I don't know and I know my friend and I hear the things that are coming and I've seen their behavior, I saw how they acted about bedrooms. I saw how they came with negative energy on a vacation. Of course, I'm going to be observant and I'm going to let my friend know, friend. And I ain't going to hide it. Why does she have to sugarcoat something? Why does she have to whisper to Melody when they out loud with their disrespect? They're constantly loud with their disrespect, but they have to be docile and, they have to be very demure. They have to be very demure when it's them. And I just don't understand. What's up, LaDawn? What's going on? LaDawn may be.
I agree.
You agree?
I agree. You are on point every step of the way. I think this bull crapola. He definitely was focusing on it was a plot that Mel is set up some stuff that to put that narrative out there that Mel throws the rock and hide her hand again. Still carrying that thing, right? That Tisha says a lot. And he's bullcrap, you know? And I think it's effed up. And you know, another thing, Dr. Heavenly, she's bullcrap too, because she knows exactly what she's doing. You know, in one breath you want to talk about somebody's height and all of that, and the next you want to say they beautiful. Don't underhand me. Don't give me no back end compliment. You know what I mean? Heavenly just don't want nobody going at her that hard. You
Absolutely.
know, and when Dr. Shenita, I agree with you, Courtney, because we are normal people. You know, if you went in and you felt the energy and you seen the way things were, then you would see why Dr. Shenita spoke to Tisha first, because Tisha was the one that held all the mouth first. So she dealt with it as it came, you know, and we will see more, you know, and he didn't focus in on how they were on that sprinter and how they treated Sonny. He didn't focus on how, you know, Tisha, the question was, oh, that was Dr. Heavenly. All the girl said was she can work with people or be around people that she don't like. Yeah, but Heavenly, you should have caught that yourself. Why did you treat Sonny like that? Why did you act like you couldn't speak to her?
Absolutely.
Point blank, period. You was pulling teeth for you to be cordial to say hi, like you were raised by proper people. But we know you were raised by wolves. So of course you wouldn't speak to somebody that steps up and looks you in your eye.
I know that's right. When I tell y'all, I'm trying to shake it, y'all. I'm so disgusted. I'm
I'm
trying to
pissed.
keep my commentary light, but I really want to cuss these. I was calling them raggedy in the chat. I was calling them everything in the chat. I'm surprised I didn't get blocked last night. I
Well,
was in
that's
all caps.
pre-recorded.
No, Heavenly be in the comments though. Heavenly
Oh,
is
okay.
in the
Even though it's
comments.
pre-recorded, she'll go back and be watching the comments.
She watches it like she does the pre-recordeds. Now I think she does the pre-recordeds because that's what Carlos prefers,
Carlos
because
wants.
he can't focus because the comments, he know he gonna get ate up. So
Mm-hmm.
he prefers pre-recordeds. Heavenly is watching the chat because if you know, I've noticed several times Heavenly responded to Toot last night, I believe. I think she responded to a comment Toot Latrice made last night. I remember one time I said, Heavenly, you capping. She came in the chat. She said, what capping mean? So she's watching it. Wow. It's pre-recorded, but she's in the chat watching. She came in the chat last night. I don't know if you saw her, LaDon, but she was in the chat typing. She was typing responses to stuff. Um,
Oh, I didn't watch it. I
oh, you
watched
didn't watch it? Oh,
Toast
okay.
Out of Spirits. I listened to hers.
Heavenly is in the chat, chat. She be watching. I think Carlos prefers the pre-recordeds. Patrice Phillips said, but haven't they single mail out on every freaking season? It's the fake crap I can't stand. I do not like Carlos. Listen, I do not like that man. I don't know how Mel takes that after listening to Shenita's live. Let me play the rest of this audio. Let me see what else Shows Out and Spirit has, and then we're going to get into Shenita's live.
Robbie had a good relationship that their husband didn't have to cheat. I know I'm wrong. Okay, I'm playing. Okay, yes, I would talk to somebody. Maybe, but I just, that's just like me saying, okay, I'm 15 and I'm pregnant. Let me go talk to another 15-year-old that's pregnant. We just spent a bond because misery loves company. It ain't like she's teaching me shit. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to stay if I want to stay and I'm going to leave if I want to leave. So, okay, but I guess, yes, let's be free. But who started the friendship? Was it Martell said, go be her friend because, you know, she cheated too, and y'all need to just learn how to deal with it. Y'all and bond over it, get together. You know what I'm saying? And have some drinks and talk about, girl, he cheated on me like this, and he cheated on me like this, but girl, I'm going to stay. No. Now, from my understanding, I believe Chris and Martell were friends first, and you know how it goes when the wives become friends. So we like to meet all the men cheat in Huntsville. Is that true? It's always an exception.
Okay. So you heard
Okay, so that's basically the end of the commentary that Show Style and Spirit grabbed from the Messy Monday recap. Again, at the beginning, I told y'all the way that she came, like trying to shame. She kept calling her. I don't think Show Style and Spirit got that part, but she kept calling her Chiquita. People were putting bananas in the chat. And I told y'all last night, I don't like that correlation because Black people have been, compared to monkeys for years. I think it's very disrespectful. I thought people put bananas in the chat was disrespectful. I've seen people say things like Chewbacca. She also put something on her story, like how somebody was getting in her inbox. And I don't even feel like she attacked Tisha. I think people don't even, there's a lot of adults that don't know how to have adult conversation. There's a lot of adults that don't know how to have conversations if it's not favorable or if it's not, in the light that you want to be depicted. A lot of people don't know how to have those conversations. And if somebody is observing your behavior, and of course, production is going to chop it up to make it look a certain way, because this is Carlos King's production company. So again, if you can tell that he can't stand Mel, his angle is always going to be from an angle of, let me try to get my phone off of making Mel look bad. And I just thought it was disgusting, y'all. I was completely disgusted. Shenita does not deserve that. She didn't do anything that warranted that from the scenes that I saw. So I'm trying to read y'all comments. Valerie said he is upset with Mel and wants to take her down. He is a puppet master along with his boy Martell. Exactly. They mad. Mel outsmarted them this time. She pulled a them on them. Mel did not. They couldn't come in with the energy that they wanted to come in with because Mel was prepared for them. Let's see. I couldn't watch them. I'm sick of Heavenly Season. Last night to me was disgusting. I'm hoping Melody will take a break next season, a permanent break. I'm tired of this show. And the way Shenita described it, and we really heard authentically how Mel goes through it behind the scenes. I know she's tired. I'm tired. I get tired of windmilling sometimes. I get tired. I'm disgusted by some of the things that I see. So imagine us feeling like that. Imagine the woman that has to go through it for whatever reason she's choosing to stay on this show. It has to be exhausting.
It's hers.
It's hers, right?
I mean, really, I know guys that we even with a job, right? We don't leave the job just because we don't like it until something else comes through. But if it's our thought and goal and creation and our passion, and we really work towards bringing this alive, I would not let them run me off my show. I will continue to stay prayed up. I will continue to have good people around me to help keep me up. And I will continue to do the work out in the opening, and I will make them demons flee in my face before I allow the demons to run me off my show. Mel knows how to how do you say it? Compartmentalize, whatever.
Compartmentalize.
Yes. Mel, she works on things as it comes. She probably, learned that through all that she's went through. She stays in therapy. She stays communicating. She doesn't hold things in anymore. She takes the break she needs and she sets her boundaries. And it is frustrating. We still get a little aggravated. But is it tearing Mel's soul down? No. But do we want to see our friends hurt and constantly having to battle? No. But I don't think that Mel's tired yet. I think Mel got this. That's why Stormy's running off, because she thought Mel was going to already leave. And she see that she's still here, so she said, I can't do it another year. I got to go. They are going to drop off.
LaDawn, that's why I like when y'all come up. That's because I don't like my job now, to tell the truth, and I'm still there. I've been there a whole year.
I'm going nowhere yet.
I've been on my job a whole year miserable, but I'm still there. Sure did. Yep, in the active chat. This whole interview was straight up trash and disrespectful. I'm still me too, Chronicles of Kim K, honey. I was tagging there. Chronicles of Kim K, you be going off like me. I can't even keep up with y'all because I be so busy in the chat talking stuff. But yes, Chronicles of Kim K, you always give them hey Tian babe. Um and I promise Dr. Shenita will see Heavenly face to face. I bet Heavenly will apologize big time. Absolutely. I hope y'all got Heavenly's ass together in that chat, and we did. I call her. I was calling them everything in the chat.
I love you, Courtney. I
I was
love you,
calling them
girl.
raggedy, everything. I was. Um, Heavenly was in the chat yesterday. She apologized for mispronouncing Dr. Shanita's name. Yeah, she apologized because of the comment, because of us going in on her.
But
But
that's the
she
least she can
got up there on
apologize
the
for.
pre-recorded and thought it was funny. She got up there on the pre-recorded and thought she was, making jokes. I always, when I'm reading y'all names in the chat, if y'all notice, if it's a name that I'm not really familiar with, I'll say, am I pronouncing it correctly? Can you tell me how to pronounce it? Because speaking someone's name is a form of respect. Speaking someone's name properly is just a form of respect. You calling her Chiquita, you seeing the bananas in the chat, you ought to be ashamed of yourself, Heavenly. I
And how
hope
about this, Courtney? Even if you don't pronounce somebody's name right on purpose, you don't make a joke about it.
keep doing talk about Chiquita. You was calling her Shenita at the beginning of the thing, so you know her name. You absolutely know her name because you were saying Shenita at the beginning. Then when you thought it was funny, it was like Chiquita, and then people put bananas in the chat. Child, I was talking about she was there. Y'all didn't even talk about nothing about how everybody else was acting. Y'all stayed on Mel and Shenita, and that part I can't respect. Hey, Too.
Hey, too.
Good morning. Good morning, Courtney. Good morning, LaDon. How y'all doing?
Just a peachy cream.
I'm glad to hear that. You know what? I've been sitting up here since Mel spoke, then Shenita, and of course Messy Mondays. I really feel like something huge happened behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm.
Mel said that when they asked her to not only host, I guess to even go or do a girls' trip, she wasn't going.
Mm-hmm.
And unless they, capitulated to some of her requests. But she did also say that they production asked for her single friends to come. So one, she wasn't going to participate in the girls trip. They already knew, I don't care what anyone says, is their opinion, but we don't even get a good show when the couples are together in Huntsville. What made them think it was going to be a better show with the couples together in the Virgin Islands?
Right.
I'm just saying.
Right.
So the girls' trip to me makes sense. Then we have the way CK has been coming and coming and coming at Melody. Going back to the Mariah Huck interview, somebody went behind those scenes and did something because now Mel is telling us, look to the second half of the show. To me, sounding like, make sure y'all watch it so you can see for yourselves what's going on. And something huge happened, and I think in Carlos it was Show Styles and Spirit who talked about the blue boule, the black Illuminati. Do you remember in last night? I mean, in this video, she spoke on it, and she spoke how Heavenly will repeat things 3 times. I didn't
She
even catch
did.
that.
Yes, she did. Uh-huh.
I didn't even catch that, and that was, you know what I'm saying. But I started paying attention because I had to go back and watch it. Because last night, Courtney, I was too busy in the chat over there on Messy Mondays, so I wasn't really tuned in to some of the things that she was saying.
Mm-hmm.
But I was tuned in to what he was saying, so I did miss a whole lot. And I went back and watched, and after hearing Shenita, that kind of my feelings was hurt, and I ain't got nothing to do with it
My
because
feelings was hurt last night. So
it
when
was
I
hurt
was in the
because
chat hurt last night, I was so, like I'm telling y'all, I was so flustered. Even when I went live last night, I hadn't yet processed my thoughts. I just know I was so pissed from being over there. But yeah, it was
right. It hurt my feelings because I'm like, dang, you mean to tell me not one time ever can Heavenly refer to someone and not try to use their looks against them. Mainly that's what she does.
Mm-hmm.
But to go as low as to put Dr. Shenita, and they refuse to say Dr. Shenita, but to not even acknowledge, I mean, just to put her and Martell together, that was just so disgusting. And I'm like, wow, I can't even believe, Heavenly, you're back to being the side show or the main show minstrel or whatever. And it's not a good look. And we have someone, you can't sit up here and say that now you're getting into the politics. We have a chance for a black woman to go into office.
I'm
And now
sorry.
here you are, you know what I'm saying? Talking about a sister from the hood who does so much. Because I'm gonna say one thing, they can say whatever they want. I ain't seen Tisha do nothing that's giving back to nobody community. I ain't seen Kim. Okay, Kimmy may do her little bowl. What's some bowling shit? Excuse me, some bowling stuff for
That was only
cancer.
one time. Stop.
You know what I'm saying? What is that? What are you really doing to
Right.
what you all said you are going to do to build, to truly connect with the community and to do great things within the community? You all ain't doing nothing. And the fact
Nothing.
that these middle-aged old women are
With
sitting here
kids.
with children, a bunch of them. 3 kids is a lot of kids.
Hmm.
To me, it is. 4 kids is a lot
Right.
of kids. Two
Right.
kids is a lot. I'm just saying,
Two
I got
kids a
one,
lot.
and that's
I got two, and it's a whole lot. Okay.
I got
you know
four.
what I'm saying. And I'm really confused that now it seems like things are getting uglier and uglier when it comes to how we refer. I don't hear anyone in the different sectors really speak on how someone look more so than I hear in coming from Dr. Heavenly talking about peers. She knew who Dr. Shenita is,
She
and she knows
absolutely
Dr.
did.
Shenita making her own money,
Big money. And then she
big
gives
money.
back and she pays it forward. I can't wait to get in a better place because I want to do exactly. See, my passion is to help the people too. So I want to be like Dr. Shenita and go to Africa and help build stuff. I used to do construction. That was my profession. That was my trade. Brick mason. And I want to go over there. My
Right.
16-year-old, he'll be 17 next month. He's almost ready to be doing what he's going to do. And I don't have any babies.
You can fly
And
like an eagle, baby.
my cousin is in Africa right now. Okay,
Yeah.
he got his dual citizenship. He goes there 6 months, be in Boston 6 months. Got his girl down there, whatever, got his businesses up here and down there. I want to go and help too. I love it. What she's
Eh,
doing is
right.
huge. They can't hold a candle to her. And all you got to talk about is looks.
That's it.
That's a
That's
lazy
it.
read. When people go to looks, you lazy. You ain't got nothing else, baby. When I read you down, I'ma read you from every action that you've done to make you realize what type of soul you got.
Because
But when
Dr.
people go to
Sorry.
looks, those be lazy reads, honey. That's
And,
that's lazy.
and you know what about her laziness? Dr. Heavenly got a lot of nerve because she don't help nobody. Anything, any advice she want to give, there's a price to her shizzing it. Okay?
Huh.
You got to
Exactly.
join her stuff to learn the tricks and trades. She ain't giving nothing free up. I ain't heard her help nobody or give anything back. She pays you. She charges for her advice or how to make a come out the hood and make money or whatever. Those little seminars she be giving. You know what I mean? She
Mhm.
don't do nothing for nothing. Mel, like Dr. Shenita said last night, Mel helped with that fresh clean water project in Africa with her own money. Come on, man.
They and I think at this point the way Mel has been handling, she's been real calm. Um, when I think of her popping up in the chat with the other content creator that she did an impromptu with yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
and the key question, and that's something that I'm glad that she pointed out because she asked, "Who do you follow? Do you follow me?" Because she was like,
Mm,
"If you follow me, you'll know that I've answered these questions many times before."
right.
And to me, Heavenly needs to have an assistant who can give her the rundown of the show because she really is doing herself a disservice because all she is that minstrel show. She's not giving anything intellectually based upon some facts, only on what Carlos says. But that's how Carlos wants it, though.
Exactly.
Because if she would watch it or hear anything about it, I'm sure. Okay, they touched a little bit on the baggage and everything in the room situation, but she didn't. They didn't talk about the fight that much. They didn't talk about it was from dusk to dawn. It seemed like that they were sitting up here still upset about a room that they couldn't even walk in the door to
She
say,
didn't
Mel,
talk
can we
about how
talk to
petty
you?
it was.
Exactly. You know, and why is it a distinction with the single friends? Nobody want to have. I'm just saying, if you all are working on you, and I've been saying this for a long time, and I still believe it. I don't care what anyone says. The men are really not needed on the show.
They are
They're not
not.
needed.
They
They can
aren't.
be friends of the show, and they can be shown here and there, because what does Maurice do? I mean, Marceau. What does he do?
You were right. What do Maurice or Marceau do? Nothing. People, I don't get it. I don't, I don't.
We don't know anything about them, so y'all want to keep yourself private. So remove yourselves a little bit. And if the women just need to stand up,
I
and
dang
it
sure
should be
don't know
more
nothing
about.
about Courtney. I don't know
They
nothing.
never talk about business. You got Nell, you have Kimmy, you have Mel, you have what Stormy did on her, but in a group setting, they never talk on business. They never say that I'm hiring such and such, or I just nothing. Oh, I got this going on. You never hear any type of discussion about business, and the majority of the cast of the women are business owners. And according to Tisha too, she's supposed to have owned the majority owner of Scope. So
Right.
technically, she's the business owner as well. And it's tiring. And I'm glad Shenita, and I hate that Shenita had to come on and apologize in advance for what we about to see
But
on this
getting off into
weekend.
their ass.
She don't gotta apologize to me. She's doing what she needs to do because I would have been the same way. If my friend would have brought me somewhere and I started feeling the vibes and the energy, I would have clocked it just like that too. And I'm that type of friend.
Me too.
Mm.
My friend took a charge for me. Okay.
I'm a water sign, so I feel it all, baby. I can feel all those emotions in my spirit. And you know what? I don't understand. They're trying to make it downplay the fact that a real friend was there.
And
That
And
what
that's
that's
if?
what
it.
a real
And
friend's supposed to do.
And what if Mel did tell her some stuff about how she's been treated here and there, or when you get into it with somebody and you call your girl to vent and be like, "Yo, this heifer, this da da da." So what if she did? When she got
Everybody on the
there,
show,
when she got,
even if she told her friends,
yup, because
the
Tisha
fact
tell her
that
mama.
the fact that everybody on the show does the same thing, but they're on the show together, and then they come with the gang up mentality. What's
Yep.
the difference?
Right.
What's the
What's the
difference? That's why
difference?
I said, who cares? Because when she got there, um, Tisha was displaying the same thing that she heard, and she had feelings about it, and the conversation came up, and she spoke her truth.
But you know what? We've all been in group situations with women. I've gone into a group situation where I'm hanging with a good friend and she asked me to come, and there are a couple other people I may not know. It's easy to pick up those underlying nuances that you can see. You're going to always have somebody who acts a certain way. You may have somebody else who may talk too much. You may have somebody who may be too loud. You can pick up little things and know, and we are grown enough to know when someone is taking a jab at you,
Right.
Mhm.
especially when I'm her friend and I'm knowing that everybody who said that she didn't have anything to come out her pocket with that trip was stupid. Because ain't nowhere in the world they don't even have any type of luxury if she's not doing her own event on the show. They don't have no type of, they just ate off some paper plates at the daggone tasting.
And at the
You
fact
know,
that it was 3 chefs, I know I didn't pay for that shit.
And it
no,
was
they ain't paid for
small in
that.
here.
I
People
owned
got
and
a
pay for them
nerve.
dancers, owned and pay for them bags that she gave out. None of that.
She
And
probably
Kimmy
put
got
that
a
whole thing
nerve.
together.
Look where
Exactly.
Kimmy
Exactly.
invited them to. Look at that small little closet she had them stuffed in for her
Look how
lower
close they
leg.
were sitting to each other, shoulder to shoulder.
Exactly. I was sitting on top of each other. And then why didn't you all spend more time on Trish? You
That's
got this one
no.
woman speaking up.
Because Carlos' sole goal was to make Melody the villain. They couldn't transition because he did a lot of talking this time. Heavenly is good at controlling the conversation.
Right.
Talking and keeping just she'll talk. Carlos was very intentional on getting the points that he wanted to get out and to make Melody in his way to make Melody look like the villain, and that she brought this girl on as her attack, as her bodyguard, as they say. So he had a plan and a plot, and Heavenly fell right into that. It was never their goal to discuss everyone else's behavior. It was never their goal to discuss Trisha. It was never their goal because he is going for Melody's jugular. He also threw Sonny in there. If y'all paid attention
He
to
did.
if y'all paid attention to the interview, he also went after Sonny. And let me tell you this, I really feel like he tricked Sonny on this show.
He
I think
did.
Sonny likes being on the show, but I think Carlos tricked her on the show. I think when Sonny initially signed on to come on and do the show, he brought her in on like, oh, he's an ally. They used to work
He
together.
did.
Treat her good. And he has flipped the script on Sonny several times. He always tries to make it look like Sonny intentionally did something to Destiny, and she owes her this conversation. She don't owe her
Right.
nothing. She don't owe
And
that.
Shenita said it so succinctly last night. That man wasn't married to Destiny.
I hope Sonny is paying attention. Sonny, Carlos is putting you in the same box that he's putting Melody. He used
Right.
for a storyline to help Destiny, because Destiny really didn't have a storyline other than to come help Martell. He used you for that weak ass storyline when Destiny ain't really Destiny. All the reason Destiny checking for Moses is because Moses got married and moved on to somebody else. But she wasn't really Destiny.
She don't like to lose. She don't like to look like the loser.
Ninjas that she trying to make a dollar out of 15 cents with. Okay. So it's not that type of thing. Hey, Patrice.
Hey, Patrice.
Hey.
Courtney, can I just real quick back that up what you just said about Carlos having an agenda? I also think he's setting the tone for, let me tell you something. These cats are something else. He tried to rip the headphone out the laptop.
Not the cats again.
So
playing
anyway,
with the cord.
Yep. So I think he's also setting up ahead of time that Dr. Shenita is the villain because there's going to be some explosive stuff happening down the line, and he's going to come back around and say she came in hot from the gate. Remember, coming after Tisha. Remember, I think he's setting this up so that he can use Dr. Shenita as a scapegoat, as a villain, after she has to really snap on them, because she already apologized for what's going to happen. We kind of know what's going to happen, or almost happen, right?
Somebody gonna knock you on the head between the washer and dryer.
Right.
So she's gonna be crying, hiding behind Kimmy. So yeah, we know something going down. I don't know what, but
he's setting it up.
Y'all that go over to Sassy T, she said on her, we're gonna segue. I'm gonna let Patrice speak real quick, and then we're gonna segue into, because I got like 30 minutes. We're gonna segue into Shanita's interview.
Okay.
Shanita said that Sassy T. I remember y'all telling me a couple of weeks ago, Sassy said it was not stormy.
Right.
So that's why I'm thinking, okay, Sassy knows what she's talking about for real, because Shanita said Sassy knows what's going on. I guess they've told her like she can't say it just yet. But she did say she knows what's going on. So maybe it's Shenita or Kim. It's not Shenita, not Kimmy, because she said Kimmy was okay. So
Yeah, Kimmy was agreeing with her.
And Trisha. Something happened. I'm thinking
Trisha, maybe.
No, I don't think it's Trisha, because she was at Mimosas. She was at the Mimosas.
Melody. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, yep.
I don't think it was them. It may. We know Dusty is still around.
Oh, I forgot about
Trisha or Dusty.
I forgot about Dusty. Yeah.
Hey, Dusty's still around. So it was all stormy. So it may have just gotten stormy. Probably started throwing some crap throwing a serious tantrum.
Throwing her
She probably
tantrum like
tore
she normally
Dusty up,
does.
and Tisha's
Stormy
mad, and
popped
that's
up
why
and
she
said,
was.
"That's what's up," and she just started that, you know how she do that storm, and Shenita had to shut her down. What's up, Patrice? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Hey, I
Hey,
just think this cast is the most ungrateful bunch of bitches I ever seen in my life.
period.
First of all, Mel has changed y'all tax bracket. Wasn't Tisha at home mama?
Mhm.
Nobody was
No, she
doing
worked a bunch
anything.
of jobs. That
Uh,
helped. That
I
lady
mean,
worked a bunch of jobs.
but we would not know these people if it was not for Mel. She brought y'all on the TV for y'all to go ahead and get your exposure, create your businesses. You failed to do that. But every opportunity you guys are trying to gang up on her, you clearly see Martell was not the brains of that relationship. So I was just like, if you ask any of them, what is your reason that you don't like Mel? Can't none of them say anything. You ask Wanda, what's the reason you don't like Mel? She can't really say anything. It's like y'all got this issue with this girl who helped you guys out. If I was Mel, me personally, I would be like, I want my show, but I'm doing a cease and desist on everybody. And I'm firing the whole production team, Carlos on down, because can't none of them people be trusted. And it's sad that she got to bring her friend on the show, but then now y'all mad because she got somebody to help her. When how many years Wanda been the biggest bully?
The
Patrice,
Wanda
you
been
know when you asked that question about what she did was at that season 5 reunion when she said, "You crossed me and I'm done," and she also told that she ain't doing nothing with them no more. When Wanda ran behind her at that expo to apologize, she still wasn't messing with them. So now it's all out war because Wanda pretty much humbled herself in a way, trying to get back on this show.
But
But the thing,
you don't get to talk trash on me, do me any kind of way, and then think I'm supposed
right,
to roll out the red carpet. That's Tisha
right.
and Kimmy. Y'all mad about a room? You expect top notch treatment after the way? Y'all, it wouldn't have been me because I'd have been like, you know what? How about you can go back to Alabama, call your husbands, and let them come get you. Because if I'm
all of
doing
them
a
would be
trip,
shipped back to Alabama.
yeah, and then Trish with her whole freaking oh my god. Like, first of all, girl, who are you to even question anybody on who they are? We still trying to figure out who you are. So you got a lot of nerve. It's just the
We
audacity for
know
this
who she
cast.
is,
A
Patrice.
slut bucket. Yeah, we know. She's a slut bucket. You was up
We
in a
know
married
who
man's
she is.
house.
We know that the
So
bugs love her. We know that she ain't got a lick of sense. We know that we ain't seen not one. Well, we know she at least got 1 degree, but we ain't see that other degree certificate. We know she can't dress. We know she be wearing the wrong size. We know she lack reading comprehension. We know she. I'm sorry. I can go on and on. We know a lot about her.
I'm just so over these people with the whole feeling like they are entitled. And I'm like, you're entitled to do what? We don't know anything about you guys since you've been on the show. Y'all mad because Mel finally said you're not riding off my back no more. So tell your own story. So now y'all try to hop on the Trish and Ken foolishness. So it's like, miss me with it. I'm done with the
And
spice.
act
I
like it's
can't
no
stand.
big deal.
Yeah.
Right. Right. And you know what I did like? I like the fact that Mel did say all that about her pulling out a phone with some receipts about me about respectful treating. She said that didn't happen.
I
She said that
love
didn't
that
happen
she
at
said
all.
that. She said, I don't know what I don't know why they put it like that, but that didn't happen like that.
Exactly. Just go and put it out there just like that.
Okay, so let me segue into real quick.
Oh, you were talking about Trish? I'm sorry, you were talking about Trish or Tisha?
Uh-uh.
Patrice.
Oh,
Trish with that funny looking hairstyle.
Girl, you had me going on that old black that little dark skin, the pretty girl. I'm gonna call her pretty girl because Tisha is pretty, even though she got a little ugly
Somebody
attitude.
says she looked like Miss Netta, and now I can't unsee
ooh, ooh.
I don't know that sideshow Bob though.
it. Let me behave.
I mean, that one kind of stuck in my head too. Thank you, love, Key girl, because I'm just going. All I heard was ooh.
So let's talk about Shenita's interview last night. So Shenita came on. She came on promptly at 9:30, y'all. She came on promptly at 9:30. She started off by giving us some background into who Shenita is. She talked about her, basically she's an ambassador, her philanthropy work. She just basically gave us an overview. I'm trying to do it real quick, a quick synopsis of who she is. She has done reality TV. She did reality TV with a show called Football Wives, which was a spinoff of Basketball Wives. She also did another show called Beyond the, what was it? Beyond the
Beyond bottom from the bottom
from the bottom
up.
From the bottom up, and it was by Nikki Gilbert, one of Nikki Gilbert's shows. And Nikki Gilbert, as you know, was on R&B Deep. What is R&B Divas? And she was in
Brownstone.
She was in the group Brownstone. So she did that show with her. She said she then realized that reality TV was not for her. She couldn't take the comments, the hateful comments online. She didn't want to wake up seeing the comments and seeing how people were dragging her. She realized that it wasn't for her. She talked about, she's from Detroit, but she now lives in Atlanta. She's been divorced after she was married for about 18 years. And she talks about her children. She just talked about a lot of the work that she's a serial entrepreneur. She talked about a lot of the work that she does. She says that she has a lot of celebrity friends. And she avoids the camera. Like if they're filming the show, she spoke about Candy, Monyetta Shaw, different celebrity friends. She doesn't like to go to things that are filming. She spoke about how her and Melody became friends, I think about 10 years ago, before IG was just really popular. You remember how they used to mess with Mel season 1, how she used to be on
right
social media. And she was saying she was on there crying one day and Mel DM'd her and they became friends from that. And they were just, they have a lot of similarities, just having multiple children. They went into a divorce simultaneously, and how they've been there for each other throughout, their 10-year relationship. And this was prior to Love and Marriage Huntsville. They were friends prior to Love and Marriage Huntsville. She also spoke about how, she, just gave us a background on their friendship. And I'm trying to be quick. I got 3 more minutes and then we're going to try to do at least 20 minutes of commentary. She spoke about how, they talk to each other about what they're going through. And with this particular trip, she didn't even know it was being filmed. Mel just asked her, could she, give her the dates? Would she be available? She wanted her to come on this trip. Shenita said she, she knows that Mel has these gripes on the job with these people. She don't really know who or what. She just refers to the show as her job. And she agreed to come on the trip. When she got there, of course, it's filming. Well, I think a little bit prior to getting there, she realized that it would be a filmed event for the show. And she was just speaking on how some of the things were edited in this scene. And she was just saying that Mel did not coach her. Mel has not, she was not there to be her bodyguard or to attack anyone. She was just making observations based on the energy and the observations that she clearly made. And the same observations that we make on the TV screen every week. She just saw it in person and was able to call it out. She was just clearing up a lot of the misconceptions about her, and she articulated herself very well. She was very, she gave you a start and middle and end. And it was just really good. I think she spoke well. It was some trolls in the chat, but I think she did a good job of explaining herself, explaining how they became friends, and talking about what she observed during her time on the girls trip, what she could talk about that has already aired. And so I think she just did a really good job, just talking about her friendship. And y'all can chime in. I'm done with my little synopsis because that's all I can really muster up in that little time. So y'all jump in as y'all see fit.
I like the fact that when she mentioned about the poking, and that she really just truly saw, without a doubt, that Tisha don't like Mel, period.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes I think Mel probably really needed to hear that so that she doesn't have to put so much energy into trying to please and make peace. Either you down to keep this job or you're not.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what it's boiling down to, I feel.
Absolutely.
Well, I think we as viewers probably take it a little harder than Mel. I think Mel already knows basically who they are and where they stand. She has said over and over, I don't talk to them after filming. I don't hang out with them after filming. You know, maybe if somebody might call her here and there, but Mel knows who they are. Mel knows they don't like her. Mel knows it's a job. And they're the ones with the bigger problem. Mel don't have a problem with them in taping. She already knows who you are. She believes you and she treats you as such. Let's get this done. All that. I don't know what your problem is because I don't got a problem with you. Let's just do this and cut. That's how Mel is. I don't see Mel as having a big issue. Mel don't have an issue. They are the ones with the issue all the time. I don't think Mel's going overboard. I think Mel is just making a scene because she can't just sit around. Mel's not that type of person. Just like when they say Mel do things, she do it big because she's still representing who she is. So I think when she's setting up these trips or she's reaching out to them to come together to do a scene, that's all about making her money. I don't think that's too much effort at all. Mel's gonna do just what Mel's gonna give, just what Mel wants to give, no more or no less. And if it's too much for her, like she said, they don't make us do nothing. I don't do it. And Mel won't do it, in my opinion.
Patrice, what do you have to add?
I'm glad that she brought Shenita on and Lauren, because it's been how many years of the same crap. You got all the Scots that band together, you know what I'm saying? And it's never really, Mel has never really had anybody in her corner. You know, her mom is there, but her mom is not going to, show out. And I'm not going to say Shenita should show up, but I feel like she should show out because it's been too many years of them trashing this woman's name, lying on her. It's like, at what point do we stop? You got Destiny who comes on to this trip, which you weren't invited to, but Tisha brought you on. And once again, you're bringing up Martell. They are divorced. At this point, Melanie doesn't give a damn what this man has done. So what are you still trying to prove in trying to bring all these side pieces and explain that she was talking to the paramour? Like, at this point, what's your point? How about we talk about you and how many paternity tests you had to get? How about we talk about your baby and the fact that he came out chocolate and you thought he was Moses, allegedly.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't want to talk about that stuff.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm glad
Yeah.
this time she did bring somebody who is outspoken. Yeah, I'm glad. You ain't see Wanda say that much about her. You ain't see Wanda say a lot. She just said, oh, something happened. I already know what happened, but it is what it is. Why? Did you meet your match? Now you scared? Are you scared of
Mm-hmm.
her? Is that
Maybe
why
because
this time?
well, we know Tisha cries.
Tisha wept.
Yep.
Is that
Yep,
why
she
she
did.
had to
And you know
call her
what?
husband?
Also, she probably, they would say they were on the other side of the island. Hey, Patrice, you know what? Also, in panel, you know what I thought too. I like the fact that she said, when you know that this person have this problem, why don't you just have schedule a meet or sit down prior?
Prior,
Right. If
exactly.
that's your
She really thought
intention.
that text message gonna fly because I don't care. If you're woman enough to invite this person, you're woman enough to pick up the phone to say, hey. But look, but what's even more strange to me is how you gonna send her a text asking her to come to y'all expo.
Right.
So you're not, you just doing text and saying, hey, I sent a text and this is my documentation as to reaching out to her. But no, if you're really
I
trying to
would like
do
to
it,
know.
you pick up the phone and you'll talk like a
I
real
would like to
woman.
know how long was the time frame when Mel, you know, talked about wanting to do the trip, and then what was the timeline between that and when Tisha, because apparently they said Tisha sent the text message a few days before. So I'm pretty sure
No,
Mel
she
had.
sent she sent the text on the 14th of March on because I asked that question
Mhm.
on TikTok. On the
You
14th
did.
of March at 7:40, and on the 19th is when they departed for the trip. So it was about a 5-day window, a
But
little
when did
almost a
Mel
week.
tell him about the trip? Because I'm
I
pretty
didn't ask
sure
that
she gave
part.
them advance notice. You know what I'm saying? Because
Hold
outside
on.
of filming,
It's Tay T said allegedly her and Mel got into it. Who? Who and Mel got into it and it was really bad at Chanel number 5. I remember Mel came on that night after the trip and made a post on her stories and deleted it. Who was it? Are you talking about Stormy SAT? Because I know Stormy did during that trip. That's when she put the gold chess piece up in those series. I was watching Mel's page too. I didn't see anything, but what did Mel post that night? Are you talking about? Are you referring to Stormy or Tisha? Who are you referring to is Tati? Because I might have missed the
He
comment.
said yes, Stormy. I agree.
I
I
think it's
think so
Stormy.
too.
Because
Because
remember
you're
how she
right.
was trying to that morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, she was fidgeting, trying to explain that she went on the show no more.
Mm-hmm.
That's why she had to get off that woman's show, because you just can't do that.
So do y'all think Stormy got physical with Mel, like a physical altercation?
I think Stormy would try. Yeah.
I think she would try.
I
Yeah, I
think
think
she
she
And
would
I
would.
try.
think I
And I
think
think
I think
Dr. Shenita probably would have
Pop
stepped in,
yeah.
allegedly, in my opinion.
I
Shenita
think she may have
popped
stopped
Shenita
it,
said, I
blocked
ain't
it.
doing this show, I'll pop you.
Because I'm the
And
type
Shenita
that
probably
pushes my
snapped
friends out the way. I'll push
and
you
it,
out the way and like, don't
Mhm.
be
yeah.
hitting my friend.
And she said it. Dr. Shanita said that she will hop in front of whatever for her friends.
Yep, me too.
She did say that last night.
So
And you
what
know
I'm
what?
asking y'all panel, what I'm asking
Mhm.
each one of y'all, do y'all think that it was more verbal or do y'all actually think it was a physical altercation between Stormy and Mel?
I think
I
it was
don't
about
think
to
it was an
escalate.
almost altercation.
I
And
think it,
almost okay.
I think it was an almost altercation that turned physical with somebody else because of the almost altercation with Mel and Stormy, in
Okay.
my opinion.
Okay.
Yeah,
Patrice.
because Mel did say a while back that after whatever took place, her, Kimmy, and Tisha walked off together and they were talking about it. So I do feel like Stormy probably tried to buck up for the cameras and it went too far.
Because
And
she
now she's
said,
not on
she
the show no
asked
more.
So
Mel,
now that's giving me another thought.
hmm,
Let's go back to Hell Nail. So if and this is what I told y'all on my review, and this is what I stick by, this is what I feel. A lot of people will non-verbally tell you things that they can't muster up to tell you verbally. I feel like Nell has checked out of the friendship with Mel and she's picked her alliance with Stormy because we've seen her on Stormy's birthday vacation.
Mm-hmm.
This has been my friend for years and years prior to the trip. And the way that she was acting about that name card, to me, it was more than that because a name card is so minute. Even if you're drunk, I
Yeah,
just
it felt like she was just trying to look for a reason to have a
for a
fight with Mel.
reason.
Yeah.
Exactly. She was looking
But
for a reason
Mel
for
said
the
she
same
still
type of
loves.
energy that everybody else was on towards Mel.
But she
So my
says Mel just said that she still love her though. She
She was
still
at
loves
she
Mel.
the
probably
she was at
will.
the
I still love a lot of friends that I've separated from.
that you
True.
just
That's
can't
true.
deal
I
with.
still love a lot of people that have done me wrong. I'm gonna love you, and I might have to love you from a distance. I might still talk to you, but it's not the same. It won't. It probably won't ever be the same as. And Mel is not gonna. Mel kind of lets stuff play out before she elaborates. She ain't gonna give us
Right.
prior to. But I feel like but I'm just saying for me, if I have been friends with someone years prior and I've just gotten cordial with these people due to the show, and I may like them, I may have determined, okay, I like you for myself. I want to build this relationship. But if it's a situation where it's become physical and this has been my real friend for years prior, I don't see myself still aligning in that way of going to a birthday party that's
Absolutely.
days long for Stormy, if this is in fact the case.
I
Well,
wouldn't either.
Aunt Debbie had made a real good point. Like,
Mhm.
Nell was technically Martell's friend, and when she
Yeah.
was getting all the advice, when Martell kept telling Mel go to the older people, that's
Mhm.
the older people that he was referring to. Now, when you look at it, Nell is probably upset that Mel did leave. She was supposed to be coaching her and talking her into, giving marital advice,
Mhm.
but Mel said enough is enough. Nell, it's too many. Lord, Mel. Nell was trying to basically groom Mel into staying with Martell, but that didn't happen. So they all kind of have this now vendetta against Mel. So I think there's some jealousy that Mel was strong enough to say, I'm not going to take the abuse and I'm going to leave. Because if you look at the way Nell acted before the trip, she told me she didn't want to leave her husband.
Exactly. And then if you notice when Mel and Nell had that sit down after Nell was acting a fool and Mel kept trying to calm her down, if you pay attention to Nell's conversation, she kept saying, I'll go. She's not
Mhm.
asking you to leave. She's trying to have a conversation with you about calming down in your behavior and toning it down. And
Yeah.
her response is continuously, I'll leave because you want to leave because you so scared for Chris to
She's
be at home by
scared.
himself. You
And
want
not
to.
only that,
I
Courtney.
think
Wait a
Chris
minute.
is her crutch because Mel, I mean Nell mentioned that before that when they would go to Black, they would go purchase cases of chocolate in a bottle. I
Mhm.
think Nell is an undercover, maybe borderline alcoholic, and
Hmm.
Chris
But
is that person who kind of gives her cover and can make sure that she doesn't embarrass herself and she can truly, but now
maybe
she doesn't
that.
have that crutch and she's gonna have to be herself. And we saw how she came in. She came in. She must have down because she didn't look like she was drunk at the airport.
I don't know
So
about all that
that was
part
a
about
long
Chris being
time.
her that can keep her in line. I think
He
it's more what
does,
Courtney said about her. She's being with him every single day. It's not because of her drinking, it's because she can't trust him because he was a motel, okay, a hotel. But I want to add to how her attitude was when they was having that conversation, her and Mel, when Mel said, now, do you think, as much as me and you as close, and as much as I have done for you, you think I would have? And Nell said, yeah, I've done things for you too, Mel. I've done things for you. We done things for each other. Like that's not what she was saying to have that kind of comeback. You know what I mean? She
but
was
Mel
trying
was
to
talking to
say,
a drunk Nell. You know what I'm saying? Drunk Nell was drunk,
yeah, I know she
and
was drunk,
you can't reason with a drunk. You can't reason with a drunk.
but sometimes they say a drunk person
Speak
speaks a,
sober thoughts.
A drunk
yeah,
True
mind,
that.
sober
yeah,
thought.
That's true. But you can't reason with them either. To
nope.
me, you can't reason with them when they're in that. I think I really, yeah, I agree though that she doesn't want to leave Chris alone, but I really think that Chris provides a cover for her that can help her because she think about how she gets. Look how she gets when she will get that alcohol in her. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And I think he provides that crutch so that, honey, whatever we finna go, whatever, sit down or whatever. Because she, without someone who knows what's going on behind her doors, there to help reel her in, she just lost control. She lost all credibility as a mentor and as
That might be
the
why
elder
Mel
of
was
the
talking to
situation.
her. That might be why Mel was talking to her like that. Because if you see the way Mel was talking to her, it was like she was talking to a child. She's like, okay, but what we're not going to do, I will get you a thing. Like you're upset about a name. Who gives a crap about a name? Girl, you got a whole bedroom to yourself. So
Exactly.
it was
And I
already.
need to see some of Nell real friends. I ain't trying to be funny, but I was looking at those videos of, and I ain't saying she got to hang with, but you got Latrice Rogers there. Latrice younger than everybody. You hang with Mel 38. You with Stormy a little bit younger, I think. Like what's and then the way that you gonna stop talking about my age? Now it's okay.
Yeah. It was like this
It's okay.
girl.
You upset.
I don't care how many surgeries you get, you
I
still
don't
look
care how many
old. You
BBL
still
nail.
act old. Your voice is old. You talk old. The way you
Right.
talk to people is like an older person
And it's
talking to
okay
a
because
younger
we all
person.
aspire to. I want to wake up every day and grow old.
Regardless, age gracefully and
But she
Right,
looks
beautifully.
good
right.
for whatever age she is. She looks good.
She
So it's like,
does. Mhm.
You
embrace it.
paid good money for the way you look, and it's okay. And you did good because you look good. And but Nell got a pretty face too. I don't know if
But
she touched her
that
face.
to me that starts to feed into because I never fed into that narrative because I kind of sit back and let stuff play out. But that kind of feeds into the narrative that Chris likes young women.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And she
Mm.
has this thing, if you pay attention, she has this thing with age. She
Yeah.
has this thing with hanging with the young girls. She always say, I look,
Keeping up.
baby, it's like you're trying to freeze time. You can't.
Mm-mm.
She going through midlife crisis and it's
You
kind of
look
playing
older
out
than
on
everybody
TV.
in that house. That's a fact.
I
Not
I think
saying
that
she's
she's
all
going through
shriveled
midlife
like a
crisis.
prune,
I
but
mean,
she don't
Kimmy
look
is her peer, but
fresh.
Kimmy don't be walking around like,
Kimmy look old too.
yeah, but
From when the
Kimmy look
show first
old and
started,
mannish. If
yeah,
anybody
You know
looked
what?
like a man, is Kimmy. Talking about Dr. Shenita. Kimmy's the one that looked like a man. Her and Trish.
this
It's
Kimmy
show
got
not
a
many.
aged
hard
Kimmy.
face.
Yeah, this show
It's not
aged
too many
Kimmy.
50-year-olds that would undergo plastic surgery.
sure ain't. I am 38 and I be
You let me
scared.
get a sugar daddy. I'm getting me some boobs.
Girl, I just got rid of mine.
I might do
Hey,
it coming to
baby, that duct
I,
tape worked just fine. All you got to do is
Girl,
put
I
that little
got
duct
skin
tape.
and nipples. I'm trying to tell you, I got a good butt, but I got skin and nipples. I use a padded bra and it still ain't that big. I'm
I don't
getting
have
bigger,
nothing
boo.
either, Ladon, and I don't care.
I
I
I
want
just
it to be
got rid of
mismatched.
mine.
I
I
have
was
no boobs. Do you hear me? Like
I
they
had
are
too
non-existent,
much. I
and I
was a
do not
40
care.
double D. I was 40 double D technically. They told me a G, but I refused to believe G because if I
You in
can't find a G,
denial.
yeah, if I can't find a G in Walmart, no, we sticking to double D's. But
You gotta
I
go
just
online, girl. You gotta go online.
I
They're gonna
just
cost $80.
I just know I just
Yeah,
got a breast reduction
Melody is
last
in
month.
essence.
She
Is she?
is. She is.
She deserves it.
She really
About
does.
time. I'm sorry to interrupt y'all. I was just
Did y'all
glancing.
vote today? Did y'all vote for Mel today?
I've been voting. I
I vote
voted.
every day.
Yeah.
Can you vote more than one time a day?
Yeah, you can vote all the way up until September 2nd. Every
Oh,
day.
as many
Okay.
As
times as
many
you
times
want in a
today.
day. Oh, I got to keep
Okay.
going then. I didn't know
I
it was
got to
many
make sure I
times.
do it more times too.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
And
anybody that has been voting, you have until September 2nd. You can continue to vote, continue to vote, continue to vote. Okay. So we
Okay.
can see our girl walk on the stage and grab that award. Okay.
All right. When's your meeting? What time is your meeting? What time is
Right.
it?
My meeting is at 11 o'clock. So we about to wrap it. I see sound checking it, got it in here. Uh,
That's
Need to
why I
keep it
said
in
it.
your
It
meeting. I
reminded
can't
me.
be late today, y'all, because I be trying it. I done tried it every week up until that's why I came on early. Because I wanted to, get everything out, allow people to come up and speak, and I didn't want to be rushed. And I think we did a good job today. What y'all think? I think we did good.
You
That's
did good
great.
with both
Yeah.
of them, both topics. We
Yeah.
had good conversation. We had enough time. Nothing's
Yes.
left unsaid. Good job, Courtney.
yes, I enjoy
Yay.
myself, Courtney. And I'm glad
Y'all
I
too.
was I
Go
wasn't
ahead.
the only one who felt some kind of way. My feel with the feelings being hurt.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I didn't
I
feel
Yeah.
felt
anything.
bad for Dr. Shenita. Like, that ain't fair.
I was disgusted. I was so disgusted last night. I was just like, I was thoroughly disgusted. I was in the chat and I was kind of like, too, you know how in real time you can't catch everything because you're actively like, I'm actively responding to stuff. But I know for even me and Samantha were like adding each other. I'm like, girl, I'm disgusted. Samantha, like, this disrespect. We adding each other like, we ain't playing with, because we were disgusted.
Because I mean, you think about she works so hard to do the stuff that she's doing, and
Yeah.
then to come on this show for one episode, and then these people are tearing you down. And then Dr. Heavenly, come on, she's a dentist. She deals with patients every day, so you know you can't go up in there and keep messing up your patient's name because they're gonna give you a bad review. So you
Yeah.
know exactly what you're doing. Just like when she
Exactly.
kept going and calling Melody Hope. You
We
was
gotta
doing
really
it to be
go. It
funny.
is 10:57.
Okay.
Okay, I'm about to go. Y'all, we're gonna have to
Ciao,
dissect
y'all.
one day. We're gonna talk about, I'm gonna get into tomorrow, we're gonna get back into some of these hot topics. Um, just so I don't like to be totally drained on Love and Mary Chanцeville.
I hear
Or
you.
we're gonna talk about,
Mm-hmm.
I did want to talk about Nick Cannon and Cam Newton. I
Okay.
wanted to talk about their interview with that doctor that they had the interview with, both of them.
Mhm.
It's just some other topics that we're going to talk about, but I do maybe Thursday or Friday, we'll come back. I do want to revisit, and I need to get some things. I do want to revisit what it is with Carlos,
Okay.
what it is with Carlos, and where it could all have gone wrong. So I want y'all to think about that topic. Um,
Okay.
some different perspectives on what it is that he is hell bent on. Going for Melody and why
Oh,
he
I
is
got
so
a whole
protective of
mouthful on
Mark.
that one.
So thank you everybody for joining me today. I
Thank
appreciate
you
Ciao.
for
Have a
allowing me
blessed
to come
day.
up.
thank you to
Thank
my
you, Courtney.
LaDawn, to Latrice, Patrice Phillips. Thank you so much. I appreciate each and every one of you ladies. Thank you for coming up and sharing your perspectives. Thank you to everyone in the chat. Okay. Y'all have been, I'm talking about y'all have been going. Linda, you were the first one in today. You have been modding T. We're gonna get you this wrench, child. I just don't know, but we're gonna get it for you. I got to figure it out, but just thank you to everybody. I see my people. I'm loving the new people I see in the chat. I'm sorry if I haven't been able to shout you out today, just due to the panel, but I see you all. Thank you all for coming in and checking me out. I appreciate the support. I love you all. I hope you all enjoy your day. I have to get out of here to get to my meeting. Thank you for tuning in. See y'all tomorrow, same time, same place. And I'm out. Oh, you guys, the ones of you that are in the chat, I need y'all right now. The ones that are still in the chat, please drop some hearts. Please drop some pink hearts, purple hearts, whatever heart you can find. Let's send up prayers for Glam Rocks today. Glam Rocks, this is the anniversary of her son's transitioning. I know today is, not an easy day for her. I've already sent up my prayers for my twin. Make sure that y'all are sending up positive energy and prayers toward Glam Rocks. Drop some hearts in there. Glam Rocks, we love you. We support you. Know that you are loved. Know that you are supported. And I'm just sending my sincerest prayers to you, that you are encamped around your angels, that you are covered, that you find peace that surpasses all understanding. Know that you are loved, you are appreciated. And, I can't imagine what pain she may be going through. I can't imagine, life at this point. But the strength you take every day to get up on your panel, to pour into others, you know, I can't imagine. And I'm sending you so much love, so much love, so much love and peace and healing. So we love you, Glam Rocks. We're thinking of you and, praying for better days, Glam Rocks way, you guys. So thank you, everybody that dropped hearts. Make sure you continue to drop hearts for Glam Rocks. We love you, sis, twin. I don't usually typically bother people, but I did drop a note on her post. If you all can go over to her page, just show her some love today. If it's just a heart that you want to drop, if you don't have the words, make sure that we're showing Glam Rock some love, okay? Thank you all. Peace and goodbye.